Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to Foundation where we're cracking on with our 1.0 city. Thank you so much for all of the positive feedback and just feedback in general and tips and hints. I'm really grateful for a few people pointing me in the right direction with some stuff. It's really helpful. So I'm going to go over a couple of things I've done off camera. First of all, I've added meat down to here. We have plenty of it, so why not have it as part of the second market there. And then we have this granary. I realised that I wasn't storing wheat here, and a few people told me that was the problem with these things. It wasn't that they were too big, it was that they were farming up wheat and having nowhere for it to go. So now we have some wheat down here. This granary is just for the bakery, which in turn is going to make some bread. And the good thing is, it's almost to the point now where the bakery never runs out of flour. So it's close. I've just added a fourth farm in here. I wish the people would decide where they want to walk through it, but it's all over the place at the moment. But I'm trying to sort of cattle pen them around the place, but we'll see how it gets on. I've also realized I built the this fence here, and I don't love it. I don't know if we can edit it now it's built. I think, well, maybe we can. That's kind of neat that we can. That's good, because I do like the fences in between the sort of the fences that we're doing. And what do these do? This is rotate, this is move, that's flatten. We can add onto it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and we'll just add a little bit. Just, yeah, there we go. And apply those changes. There we go. I doesn't need any changes. That's good. That sits nicely there in between those. So a fourth farm, we'll see if that. Hopefully they'll fill in this gap. Like if they're going to go around that way, eh? Okay. Well, let's just edit this so that they don't. Let's take you to there. And then we'll see what that looks like in a year or two. Okay, so hopefully now that's going to provide us a big chunk of wheat, which in turn will produce us flour. Now, yes, the wheat is going all the way down here just to come back to here again. It is what it is. We'll see if it's a problem. Again, I will say this for new folks who are joining me on the channel. I don't play these games to have them be exactly perfectly well managed and you know, exactly run how they, you know, a part of me just wants to make the places look nice as well. And what I don't want is just 50 different villages, 50 different market stalls, 50 different granaries everywhere. I don't love it. One thing I do like, though, with this 1.0 version is that you don't have to necessarily do that, because you can extend how much of these gets stored. So we're going to have a look at that with progression. The main thing today we're going to be working towards is the Bailiff office, because that really does open up the next set of fun things. But before we get there, we're going to work on some of the common path stuff. So we have clothing, which is something we can work towards. I'm not too fussed about that. Storage improvements, lumber camp improvements. We're going to do both of those. They're both new. We'll start an edict. I don't really know what they do. I'm not going to do the other ones just yet, because I don't necessarily know which ones I want to push into. And whilst we are doing well for coin, I'm going to hold on to it because, you know, the manor house architecture and all that sort of stuff is going to be lots of fun here. But we did open an edict, which I think is one of these. Let's have a look. No, it's not there. No. Remembering which one of these is the one I want. Maybe it's going to be here somewhere, I think. Is edicts. It's not part of taxation. Let's have a look. Resources, villagers, trades, edicts. There we go. Edicts. Right, so now we can add an edict in, and we just get to pick what it is, I believe. Decreases the cost of every man out by 50%. Decreases the time of every man out by 50%. That's good. Not something I have to worry about just yet. Stonework promotion. Yields of stone, gold, something and something are increased. Yields of berries, fish, wheat, and boar are decreased. Not too fussed about that. Upkeep of production building parts are decreased by 50%. I mean, that's good. Refund 50% of the tools used constructing a building part. That's really good. Trade quantity bonus of 80% from villages with clergy, kingdom, and Labour Alliance. Trade bonuses of minus 20% from villages with clergy, kingdom, and Labour. What? Trade quantity bonus of 80%. Ah, okay. So we take more stuff, but for less money. Is that good? I think it might be, because we want to get the resources out of the place. I mean, that if it's 80% higher for 20% less, we're still up 60%, right? Is that math? I'll try that one and see how it goes. I quite like the idea of that one. We'll see. But also, I now want to come into to the warehouses and see how they're upgraded, or what we have to do to make that happen. Additional storage space for warehouses. Oh, I see. Ah, so we can literally just... I see. We can just sort of extend the space. Okay. Right. Well, in that case, I don't know whether I'm too fussed about that just yet. How does the granary one work? Granary depot. Is that just more of the same? Additional storage space. Ah. So it's... I mean, it's just... Okay. So it's not really upgrades. It's just, here's more buildings that you can add on. But I suppose it's better that it's not just the huge things. Alright. Well, we'll do the granary one. Do it here, and hopefully it doesn't affect that house too much. Let's see. I feel like it probably won't. And I'm hoping what that means is that for the 4 people who work there, they can just deal with double the structures and double the amounts. Let's see. My goodness, that bell's loud. This is going up pretty swiftly, which is good. Yes, okay. Room 1 wall, build a workplace engine. Nice. So yeah, it literally just looks like we can just double up on all of our food options. That's great. So now we can go berries again. We can go fish again. We can go bread again, and we can go oh no, meat again. Meat. Let's do bread. Let's do meat, just so it's berries, fish, meat, bread, berries, fish, meat, bread. There we go. And that should help. That's good. Kind of like that. I mean, we could add another one of these in here because, you know, wood, plank, sandstone are all full, because those folks are just going to keep resourcing that stuff. They're just going to keep getting that. I suppose, what does that get rid of? Just a tree? Maybe I don't mind that then, just across the road from it. That could be good. I like, and then, you know, this becomes more and more of an industrial area that sort of funds the sort of walled city here. What are you saying? Edicts and privileges. Let's ratify an edict. I think we did it, didn't we? Enact careful planning. Well, are we going to be able to do that now? Fixed. In order to modify, execute bailiff mandate, reverse an edict. Now, I don't think that's something we can do yet, is it? Until we actually get a bailiff. Okay, well, we'll worry about that in a moment. I'm glad that these are coming in. It doesn't have any more staff. No, so it's still 4 staff in those. They just... Oh, look at that. They're already stocking up with stuff there. That's kind of awesome, actually. Maybe that is a good... I was hoping it would just make this thing a bit bigger, as opposed to a whole other floor plan, but I don't hate that. Okay, so we'll just keep doing what we were doing here. So that's wood, planks, stone. I don't think we're going to need another tools one. Let's see what we're going to put in here. Polished stone, because at the moment we're not dealing with that, but we could start on it. In fact, actually, yes, let's start on it, because I think even if we're not using it ourselves, I'm pretty sure we can sell it. Let's have a look. Just knock the volume down a little bit. It's very loud. Yeah, sell to them polished stone. Excellent. So we can actually do that. Yeah. Okay. In that case, then, let's open up polished stone. Tools, we're just a way off. We just don't have coal, iron, all of that sort of stuff is the other side of the village from us, so we're not going to worry about that just yet. We are just going to have to purchase tools. But in the meantime, being able to sell polished stone is going to be a good way to offset the cost of those. And we're going to be able to bring this down here to the back of the church and hopefully not affect the village very much. Let's see if we can put this in here and it doesn't look terrible. Because at some point I feel like these things must run out. But it doesn't seem like they are. I mean, it's going to be a bit funky however we do it because of the cliff face, but it is what it is. Let's build it. Yeah, stone. Maybe it's just unlimited. I did see a number on this in somebody else's playthrough on YouTube. They might be playing a higher difficulty, perhaps. You know, we like it cash. We're a cash channel. Okay, so that's all of the stuff that I wanted to address from the last episode. And then the other thing was actually that you can come into here now and you can double click this and it selects it all and you can move it all, which is really great. I don't know what these blue... Oh, because this is fortified slightly, right? So, because of this, the houses nearby it actually feel safer. So how about we just move it, and I think that's going to cost us a little something, but nothing crazy, and then they'll rebuild it in that place. Okay, so that's good to know. The only thing I was thinking of doing was maybe a second berry farm. Let's hire the folks. We could do it over this way, because all these berries here are currently untouched. Let's see what you have to say for yourself. Increasing housing density. Villagers are happy to learn about your plans to enhance fortifications and carry out patrols. They believe this will increase the village's density. Okay, so let's make a city out of this village. Build a manor house that has a watch post. Assign a new patroller. Build a village watchtower. Paint a patrolling zone. And have a house in light fortification. Increase the house to medium density. Huh. Okay. Let's figure out how that works. Yeah, because now we have extra space for berries. I mean, I don't think anyone's buying berries off us right now. But eventually, perhaps somebody will. No, so nobody ever wants berries. But eventually, well, oh, there. They'll buy them. Kingston eventually. And also we have berry brew as well. Oh, we can open up a route here. Davenport can have a route. And they will buy boar and bread. Okay. Also, Trotbury will buy bread and fish. Oh, wow, okay. I'm going to get both of those open because there's no real harm in not opening them, to be honest with you, to start off with. We'll then come into our resources and we'll set bread. We actually have a load of bread now. That's awesome. So we can start selling bread. So sell anything above the value of 100. And we can start selling fish. I think that's also a 100. Is a perfectly acceptable sell. We don't want to buy it. Let's have a look. Boars. I don't think we're going to be selling boars much. I think meat is a better thing. We don't want to sell the raw ingredients, you know. Cheese, that's good. We're not currently making it. Commonwares, nothing. No. Hops, beer, herbs, no. Honey, no. This is all later game stuff with monasteries. Polished stone, we can definitely start selling that. We'll keep a small supply of it, but we'll say that more than 20 can get sold. Glass we're not currently making. Gold ore, gold bars, gems and barrels. Okay, cool. So that's all our trade routes set up. This is slowly coming along? No? What are we missing? Ah, cloth. Oh no. We need cloth. Well, we'll worry about that in a moment. Let's do what we meant to do today. What I plan to do today, which is increase our labour splendour. And that's actually going to tie in with this. Build a manor house that has a watch post. So, let's come into our manor house. And let's see which one of these is watch posts. Okay, rooms. Manor Tower Minor. Houses functions. House functions for your monument. I'm pretty sure the little line here is the watch posts. But then we have that on it, so it can't be, can it? What does the watch post then? That's all just pretty things. Yeah, I really thought that the manor tower would be the watch post. Maybe the watch post is something we have to unlock through progression. Labour, let's see. Manor passageway, gallery, vestibule, gate, stone, gate, observatory tower, observatory, dormer, chimney and balcony. So nothing there. Village fortifications, watch post. There it is. So we have to get to 25 labour splendour before we can put that watch post in. So it's not awful, but it is what it is. So let's start off with this building then. We can just fancy it up a little bit, basically. That's all we can do for now. It has a lovely chimney on it already. It has doors. It has entrance points. But we can add some nice little spots onto it somewhere, maybe. No, that doesn't really go anywhere, does it? Let's try swinging that round. Let's knock building part snap off for a moment. Because really, if we're going to do this, it needs to kind of sit in there. How does that look? I mean, it's fine. It just doesn't look very useful, you know? Why don't we do something like this? How does that stick out of the back there? Ever so slightly, but I can probably live with it. Okay, now it's more of like an archway. So this stuff, this all adds splendor, which we kind of love. So we can do something like this here. The path will have to get re-edited, but they'll do that naturally, and that's fine. We've got something like that. Now it looks like a real little stable there. That's good. And then a couple of beautiful decorations here. So some beautiful flowers as they come in. Let's get a nice bench. Can we build that? It's just gold. That's fine. I want to make sure we're not using any sort of polished stone that we're not able to generate just yet. Okay, and then we do like sinking bushes in. There's some nice little growth up the hill, up the thing there. Some rose bush has been redone a little bit. That's nice. Somebody in the comments told me that shift and click. Yeah, shift and click lets you place down multiple. That's great. Love that. Then we'll do some nice bushwork around the outside there. Creates a pretty little flower bed. We should lock that flower bed behind some fencing so that it doesn't get damaged, of course. Don't want peons walking all over it. Is that okay? Could probably just adjust that a little so it lines up a little nicer. Excellent. We quite like this wall torch. I wonder if we can add that nicely. Wall torch, does it say here? Yes, it can get added on there. Alright, well let's put one there. And we quite enjoyed this last time we placed it down, so we'll rotate that there a little. Oh yeah, look at all the bread being sold. Fantastic. We will start to lay out the edging like that. Okay, so it's going to cost us gold. It is going to give us 4 labor splendor plus 31. That seems excessive. But let's apply changes. Oh yeah, no, that's good. That pushes up to us to 39 labor splendor. We just have to make the place look a little pretty. Excellent. Lovely. That building will get done. What have you got to tell us? You want some wood? We currently have plenty, and it'll give us some good deals. We'll just go straight ahead and do that. Nice. Okay, so now then, we can improve the Davenport trade route for planks, the Northbury trade route for bread, and the Trotbury trade route for tools. That's pretty insane. We need a bailiff. But now we can do that, can we not? We can come up to our progression here, and we can unlock a bailiff's office. That's great. And also all of this stuff. Tavern, great. We'll look at that next time. Manor house architecture, I really quite like. Fortifications, I really quite like. Bailiff office, treasury, because we're sat always at 500. This is all just good stuff, you know. Unlocks an estate privilege slot. I think we just buy all of this if we can afford it. 5, yeah. This is... No, wait. Is it gold coins this costs? No, it's labour spendage, which we have 28 of currently. We can currently earn up to 35. Okay, so let's prioritise these then. We definitely want fortifications for the mission, and we want... Yeah. Oh, that's good. So now... Buy houses, decrease their density, and by certain workplace function properly. By enclosing an area with walls that provides the type of fortification needed. By building watchtowers, you then need a watchman to occupy. They can be hired from a watchtower as a sub-building of the manor house. You should see a visual feedback once an area is covered. Nice! This is all brand new stuff. I love it. We'll click bailiff. Nothing about the bailiff. Okay. We'll click treasury. I mean, we can pretty much afford all of it. just not the tavern, but that's fine because we won't be looking at the tavern today anyway. Okay, so now we can come into here and build a new sub-building of the Bailiff office. That's good. And we have new buildings here to build it from, and we can do a passageway. Oh, it's going to be snug, but I think this will look really good here. Let's see if we can get this just right. Oh, one more click, there we go. Okay, how does this look? Assuming... I'm going to assume they can still go underneath that. Alright, okay. We can now attach that to it. Oh yeah, we love this. Awesome. Manor Observatory. What does that look like? It's just a sort of round building. Is that built to go on top of something? Stone Observatory. We're using polished stone here. We're still using polished stone here. Okay, so at the moment we can't actually build this because we don't have polished stone. What needs it? That needs it. Okay, so to get polished stone we need cloth. There's nothing actually stopping us getting cloth right now. No. Yeah, there's nothing actually stopping us getting cloth. Other than we don't have a cloth route. Alright. What does it need? Oh, it needs doors and stuff. Yeah, okay. What's this? Improving trade with Davenport. I'll see to it. Yes. I'll see to it. Okay. Cancel that building for a moment. Is there a way to get cloth without having the setup at the moment for it? Let's have a look. Does anyone want to buy? Yes, buy cloth. Okay. For now, I'm going to purchase it. It's not great long term, but it is something we're going to want to do. We're going to get rid of this planks here. We will lose a few, but that's okay. We're going to set that to be cloth, because you have to have a spot for it if you want to purchase it. We'll now go to resources and cloth. Yep. And we will purchase cloth until we have 10. Actually, let's purchase it until we have 20, because I would quite like to sort out the rest of the markets. Okay. Oh my word. Lots of stuff we can now do because of a bailiff, but we can't do it until we have some polished stone. We can't do polished stone until we have some cloth. Alright, so we'll carry on with that. Whilst that's coming in, we will just let the game run. And we'll carry on laying out the building here. So, what do our fences now look like? Well, they're decorative fences. So where is the not decorative fences then, basically? Oh, we have new doors now. Manor gate, simple stone entrance, and the manor gate. I mean, I adore all these buildings. Does that go? Does that sit on there and get raised up? Oh, no. No, it doesn't actually... It's not actually an all the way through thing. Okay. Well, I still really like it. So can we put it there? That's fine, I think. Yeah. And then... we, of course, need a chimney. I feel like I want this building to carry on up that way a little bit, so would it look ridiculous to have a chimney here? If we go there with it, it covers that window. Actually covers a lot of windows. Would there make more sense? What about... No, it's not right, that one. We'll take that one off. Encased chimney? Short chimney. Here, maybe we just have one on the roof here. In between. Yeah, I think that's fine, actually. Have a little vestibule that comes off the side there. I like that. And then, I mean, I really want a big observatory thing on the edge. I think that just looks great. Oh, we have to go pretty high. That looks a little dumb. How about we bring it down just slightly? What do these do? Oh, there's just options. Look. I get so excited. Now I suppose we can have this sat down a little bit, because now it'll look like, oh yeah, that's loads better now. Now it looks like it's sort of built into the side of the structure. I actually love it, and it's got little vines growing up it. Excellent. Okay. It has everything it needs, so we'll say build. The only thing it doesn't have is going to be stone. The polished stone, that is. That'll look really great when it's all done, I'm sure. Let's have a bailiff. Oh yeah, this is bailiff office though, right? Okay, so bailiff office inside a bailiff. Good. Alright, so build a manor house that has a watch post. So we can come into here. I think I kind of want to build one elsewhere. Maybe, I mean, eventually all of these bridges will have a spot. Okay. What's it showing me? We've got, oh, there's fortifications. Nice. Watchtower. There we go. So build a village watchtower is optional. I quite like the idea of a village watchtower. Where can it go where it won't look completely out of place? Probably here. Interesting that it actually does specifically look in a certain direction. Just uses wood and some tools. Okay. Polished stone should be finished, so we can get that operational. There we go. Off you go. Have a great time making some polished stone. There is somewhere to store it. I think we left somewhere open here for it. Polished stone, excellent. So that will get stored there, and then in turn get used to create that building over there we built. Okay. So let's come up to Monument Manor House, and we will start with a watch post. Okay. It has to be this. That's just so good over the bridge there, I think. Yeah. We love that. We'll do a minor gallery on each side. Is that a bit excessive? Yes, that's a bit excessive for that side of the village, I think. Oh, we can change... Oh, we can change the roof colours. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a bit excessive for that side. So let's do... Let's have this. Then go up to where it needs to. I mean, we love that. I think we have to go one lower, don't we, for it to make sense. Yeah. That's not right. It's not right. Do we do a small... Yeah, there we go. That's what we do. We have something like that, which then can have something like that on it. No, these towers don't quite fit right. I'm not quite sure about those. We'll keep playing around with them. But in the meantime, this needs to sort of say small, really. Because this is just the gate across the river. This needs to be pretty innocuous. That looks wrong. Where would the chimney be? just about covers that window enough for me to not be too upset about it, but it might be better if it's that way. Now it... Now what's going on with it? Yeah, that's fine. Good stuff. And then this just needs a door on it. Can go there. Awesome. And then we'll add some pretty bits. Oh, look. Oh, is that... Oh. It's a balcony. Oh no, I'll see what that sort of looks like when it's attached. Does it sort of sit? Let it rise up. That's great. I mean, it doesn't work with the archway, but that's so good to know about. Okay, let's get rid of that. What are the other ones? A dormer? Oh my goodness. We can have little dormers in it. Definitely needs one of those. And then let's get some of this sort of stuff on the go. Down by the river. This will look quite nice. Yeah. And then we don't want this one to look necessarily attractive. This is more of a serviceable entrance into the castle area, you know. The Bailey, as one of my regulars M pointed out, it's known as the Bailey. So we'll just have a couple of those there, I think. And maybe a brazier is not a terrible idea. Giving a light on the place. And here can be a bench. People just to chill out at before they cross the bridge. Some people don't like crossing bridges, you know. No, I don't love the trees in planters. What did we lose the trees in that weren't in planters? Other than these bushes? Because there used to be a few. No comments on the phallic bushwork, please. Okay. It's going to cost us gold. It's only cost us 5 polished stone. That's good. Oh yeah, look at the brazier. That's great. Love it. There's this one coming on over here. Slowly getting put together. And that's going to give us both the Bailiff and the watchtower needed for these 2 quests. That's good. The village watchtower is in place. Looking pretty good. Do we have to... Patrollers spend time visiting them. Oh, okay, so we don't have a patroller starting from here. They come to them and check them out. Okay, wow, there's so much more added to 1.0. It's really great. How are we doing here? Polished stone. It's got stone, and it's making... It doesn't actually show us. I want to add polished stone to this, please. Anything that is here that isn't a 0. Oh, we don't actually add them to there. Polished stone, is it that? There we go. We want to add polished stone to that. Basically, anything we're creating, I want to see the number of that we have. I think at the moment all the polished stone we're getting is getting used, so that's fine. How are we doing for cloth? And now we've been purchasing it. Nice, we have 18. So I'm actually going to come in and update these because the cloth here isn't just for show. It is actually increasing how much the thing will hold. This one does that as well. Yeah, look, they all do it. I'll make sure we have one of each there just to keep it nice and colourful. And then our second village down here. We need to do that as well. So We actually have 2 of the same there, but we'll probably add a 5th thing down here eventually anyway, so I'm not too worried. And while we're looking at the villages, let's just at the market, sorry. Bread 10, 30, 30, 29. Okay, that'll hold more bread now. Now we've added that thing on. Here, bread 28, fish 10. Yeah, so all of those numbers will go up now because of that storage. This is still telling me it has nothing, but it does. It literally has 2 flour. It's not many, but it has them. There's still no wheat, there's still no flour, that's just holding bread. I mean, that tells me that we're doing okay. It tells me that we could probably get away with just having more farms and getting a bit of a surplus of wheat. I mean, that literally has 85 in there, but it can hold 180. There's no way we're making that many from these 4 farms. So, I definitely think if we wanted to... Let's have a look. We could just click that and build like 1, 2, 3 farms, 1, 2, 3. And it wouldn't be anywhere near a problem. We could give this all of that area, and we could paint this one here and build 2 more at least. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take that one on. We're going to add in some more farms. Before they replant, we will fix this. So, paint the crop field. No thank you. This one. Paint the crop fields. So there's a little spot there that it won't let me do. Very irritating. What is it? There is something there, look. Yeah, no idea. Never mind. Okay, so now you are going to take... That's too large now. Okay, that's adequate. Alright, so you're going to take that there. That space is now adequate for you. Okay. You are going to go there. I'm going to try and actually keep a line in between, because I much prefer it when you can see the line. You can't on those ones either, but I do prefer it when you can. So we're going to come this way with you. And then we'll shrink you down. There you go. So you're adequate now. That's good. And then we can go 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's really options there, eh? 4. Fill that one in a bit more. Now we understand the problem of storage. What happens if we just paint this whole thing in here? Adequately sized. Okay. So how about you? Can you take on this? Can you take on this space? Yeah, you can. Awesome. Okay, it's neat. Just gonna spend a minute neatening this up. Okay, now it fits. Okay, so that's those 4 redrawn, and then we'll place in food resource, wheat farm. So we can go 1, it'll run that way, 2, run that way, 3, run that way, 4 on this side of the road. We can literally get another 4 farms in here if we wanted to. It's kind of crazy. We'll start with 1. Two, I think. We'll just start with 2 and see. We don't want to go too high with them. Okay, so now we're going to click you. We're going to edit. I'd really love to be able to see where to put that, but we can't, so let's wait for those to be planted and then we'll move those fences. I don't think they plant around the fences. I'm pretty sure they plant over them. So that's good. Who's this? You're just a trader? It'd be nice to know what they bought before they clear off. Okay, but now this bailiff's office is nearly done. We're still waiting on polished stone. That's fine. No, we're okay. We're selling it, but it's okay, right? We shouldn't be selling that much of it. Polished stone. Are we selling too much? Where are you? Polished stone, polished stone. Yeah, sell everything about 20. That's fine. So they shouldn't be selling them because it should all be going straight to getting built first. Because the only places that are using it are here. It doesn't have any. Oh, what's going on? Here? It doesn't have any. So where is the polished stone going? Like, yes, you're not running at great proficiency because you're not a commoner, but you should still be making it. There's a way we can turn it on, I believe. Is there? There. Right click. Yeah, okay, so there's none there, but you are taking one. Ah, you're doing this first. Of course, we built that one first. And what did we do to build that? Oh, it was to increase the splendor. I understand. Okay, so yeah, polished stone is happening, but it's gonna take a while. Like she's doing, Estrel's doing a great job. You know, you can't fault the girl, but she's not a commoner. She's just a serf, and therefore is not as good at it. It takes a long time to produce a single polished stone. I mean, good for you. It's a lot of work. Somebody's going to come and grab that off you. So maybe a second polished stone thing? I mean, we have 5 people unemployed. So there's no real reason not to. Stick it here. As long as we keep them a little bit away from the housing there, it shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, let's do that. Keep taking people. This keeps telling me no access to housing. I'm not quite sure what's happening there. We are taking people on. All of this space can still be housing, I'm sure. Yeah, all of that space can still be housing. There's an argument for throwing a little bit up here, but then they're going to have to come all the way down here to get the stuff they want. They're not particularly near a church. How is the church doing, by the way? 42, 48, not so bad. Okay. What do you want? What do you want? Wood? Sure. We'll do those all day long. It's just free coins, basically. Free gold coin and the progression coins there as well. Alright, we built the bailiff office. That's good. So even though that structure's still not finished, it counts. So how do we do a bailiff? No, I still don't think we can do it until the building's finished. I think we're able to do it here once. Yeah, I don't think we can do it until it's actually finished building. That's fine. It seems like polished stone is going to be our little bottleneck for a while, but that's okay. Now we know what the problem is. Hopefully a second one here. We have some cloth. Do we not? Yeah. We'll be able to do that. Alright, we'll get some polished stone done, and then we'll see what these buildings look like. Ooh da lally, our big buildings are built. I'm doing a little bit of work over here. These, we got greedy with the farms. These couple of farms over here, they're just a little bit too far out. People are moaning a lot about housing, so I think what we're going to try and do is I'm moving this farm over to here, something we can do now. It just requires a little bit of movement here, just a tool is all that's needed. I'm hoping somebody brings a tool soon. We're waiting for some to be purchased. And then we're going to start the beginnings of a little village here, well, not village, but, you know, just a little outskirt here that leans in. Anyway, all these are built, so let's finish them off. First of all, we get to assign a bailiff. Combat training speed is increased by 15%. Not fussed on that. Combat training speed is okay, so that's cool. Which just combatant training speed is increased. Alright, well, I like the name Hurund. Ta-da! We now have a bailiff. That's good, though, because that means we can do stuff here, such as welcome 5 commoners. Oh, that's interesting. We can just bring commoners straight in. No, we want to do improve the Northbury trade route for bread. That's the one. We want to get that up and running first of all. That's going to be great. Okay, that's done. This one, that's the Great Hall. That needs nothing else added to it. Now here, patroller. The patroller and watchman. We'll add one of each, I guess. And see what that does. We can now paint a patrolling zone. I wish for this. I wish for the island here to be patrolled. Because this is where I wish for density to increase. So density, they need light fortifications and patrol coverage, which they now have or will have. Once these dudes and dudettes have a little potter about. What's this? Oh, here we go. They go around and they check it out. Nice. House needs protected by patrols. Make sure you paint the patrolling area of the houses and have enough patrollers to secure. Ah, okay. So actually patrollers are quite important. Let's get a few more in there then. They're going to come from that building. They're going to come and have a good look all around. Because they need to be full for them to be medium density. And then what was the other thing they needed? Light fortification. Houses need to be within a light fortification area. Make sure heavy buildings nearby that provide light or heavy fortification fulfill this. So is that the... Is that this? Gatehouse or wall? Okay, so well, wall sounds cool. Can we just build it off here? Though, is that gonna work? Is that gonna do what we want it to do? It's gonna take a lot of wood, I imagine. And eventually, I'm sure we can update this to stone wall, of course. But for now, let's just actually see if this is going to be something we can do. We want to try and squeeze a gate there, I suppose. Probably best to put the gate in place. Hopefully, if we can line it up there, it won't look too silly. No, I think that looks okay. Okay. We'll carry on here. Okay, so it's mostly wood. The tool is probably just for the gate. I'm wondering whether this does what we want it to do, though. Is this going to actually just click together by the end of it? And can we do that? What I don't want to happen is this not sort of connects. Hold on. Can we get into you? Let's do that. Geekdorf is now a town. Look at that. Can we bring you in? Yes. Yes, that's doing what we want it to do, I think. Build. I'll take some people on. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't take too long to build. It's just wood, isn't it? Did this get moved? It did. Okay. So now this is moved, we can paint this field and remove this side of it, basically. It's probably going to make this farm small, but it is what it is. We could mess around with all of these, but for now, we're just going to have it as a small farm. And then we can place down a little bit of residential and I mean a little bit, of residential. Oh, actually, let's just first edit this. We wish to edit the fence. I want to move that just up to there for now. There we go. No. Oh, no, I don't want to change the builder's workshop. I want to change the fence. Edit the fence. Apply changes. There we go. Okay, and now we can come in with just a shy of residential. Oh, excuse me. Oops. There we go. And then let's hope that when we harvest again, maybe, before this area clears out, but that'll give us a couple of houses that hopefully these farmers will move into, and they're still relatively close to the market here. The only thing they're not going to be too happy about is the church, but eventually I would like a church, you know, in here anyway, once it's more of a stone structure. Okay, these are going in pretty good. I like that. Let's see what that looks like when it's done. All right, last bit's going in. Nice. That. Oh, geez, they're all instantly leveling up. Okay, wasn't quite ready for that. Yeah, I guess that's what happens, though, eh? All right, the fortifications built in. The little patrollers are pottering about. Look, here one goes now. Although he's actually carrying something. Oh no, just has a cool hat. Okay, I'm sure we could level up what they look like eventually, but yeah, there we go. Mandalena's patrolling and has now finished her work. Got to fill all of these jobs before anything else happens. But there we go. We're getting some high mid-density housing. We'll take a quick look what that looks like before we finish up. So we got logged on this episode. We figured out that we need a lot more farms to keep this thing operational. And even now, it has no wheat in it. So it's just waiting, but it's all starting to get there. There we go. Wheat is coming in thick and fast. Still aren't at the point... Oh, there's a little wheat there. I was going to say, we're still not quite at the point where this is actually getting used to store wheat, but we're slowly there now. There's bread and flour in it. I also popped down another fisher hut here because the fish numbers are just starting to trickle down a little bit. Hopefully 2 of them can access this shoal. There's another shoal here, but at the moment they're both accessing this one. But I suppose the idea eventually is once we sort of spread down to this way, we can just keep putting fishermen down here and they'll start to access some of the other spots. We just have so much stone, we don't know what to do with it. That's fine. It's slowly getting turned into polished stone now. We have 25 currently sat there, and that's earning us some decent revenue. All of these houses are getting upgraded. What do they actually need for it to happen? Their density is light, yeah. So what actually... Oh, there. Plank. Oh, planks. My goodness, that's a pricey little upgrade then if they want planks. And it's not even going to be... quality either. It's just going to be housing. But what I would like to do is I would like this to be the higher housing and the higher quality. So this is where the commoners will live basically, and we might have to kick a few folks out to make sure that commoners are in here. The slight issue we have there is that these farmers all live here currently, so we are going to have to move a village out. I have put this space down here, but so far they don't really want to have anything to do with it. But yes, eventually this will be the sort of artisans, the well-to-dos, the fancy folk, the sort of people we hate, let's be honest. They're the ones who are going to be living in here, and all of the decent salt-of-the-earth folk who actually get stuff done are the ones that are going to be on the outskirts. And eventually I would love for this whole pond just to be completely surrounded by village. All of this goes both that way and that way. But we're getting there, and we also need to start working eventually to our sort of industrial zone that will be basically... these 2 stones here, which felt like so far away in episode 1, yet in episode 4 it feels like it won't be that long before we're there. It's really interesting how that sort of stuff shifts. Alright, I want to have a look at what these houses look like before we finish. Some of our density has increased to medium, and they're looking nice. We've got a few over here as well. Just sort of a second story been added to them basically, but eventually with the... we'll make this place nice and pretty looking as well, and then we'll work towards the housing quality as well. So we're low quality at the moment, but we'll go to a desirable neighbourhood. There's also a third one now. I don't think there ever used to be. I thought there was only the 2 tiers. We can do beautification And then obviously we'll move some commoners into the area as well. Like I said, we might have to kick people out to get some commoners down here, but we'll look at that in the next episode alongside cloth as well. We're going to try and generate our own cloth by using sheep farms. Thank you so much for watching. Really hope you've enjoyed it. I'm loving this series. I hope you are as well. These are what's going on here? They're full of wheat. Get the wheat moving, folks. Get the wheat moving. There's too much wheat everywhere. Come on. Oh, it's pretty full here as well. Maybe that's it. We finally hit wheat. Thank you so much for watching. Until the next one, be good.